Hi folks, how are you? I believe you are doing good, happy and healthy. So, so today we are going to talk about manual testing using Appium as well as automation testing using Appium and Java, right? So in the last video we talk about installation and setup of Appium, Appium Inspector and Android Studio on a Windows device, right? And today, in continuation of that video, we are going to talk about manual and automation testing using Appium and Java. So, the person who did not check my previous video, I will provide the link, and just you can go there and check the video for installation, right? So let me start from for today video with manual testing using Appium, and then automation testing using Java. Okay, so first of all, the first step is to open the Appium server. Okay, so on your desktop, you must have this server, this icon, Appium server GUI. Just click on it. Earlier, Appium server was command line, so now it is GUI. That is more relevant. So in the command, once you open this, just click on Start Server. Okay, so just see Appium REST HTTP interface listener is started on 0004723 on your local host. This is started, that's fine and perfect. Just minimize it. The next step is to open your Appium inspector. Appium inspector.exe. Okay, the next step is to open the Android Studio. Why we need Android Studio? We need Android Studio in order to get emulator, right? So this provide emulator as well as a lot of different commands to get the information of emulator, right? So here, once you open the Android Studio, just go to AVD Manager. Once you click on the AVD Manager, if you install the device, the emulator, it will show like this. If you did not install, just check my previous video. So now, since I installed it, I will just click on play button and the emulator will load. And our Pixel 5 API, this phone is loading and ready for test. Just closing previous opened windows. Okay, all right. So Android Studio is open and our emulator is ready. Now go to Appium Inspector and here just please check. You can see there. I just before going further, I want to show you the window. This is Appium server portion and this is browser stack portion and this is select cloud provider. So the Appium server portion is it means like if we will use this page, it means we are going to use Appium server in order to get in order to test the mobile device, and also we are using local emulator. If we are using browser stack, it means browser stack basically provide you some boilerplate and some more feature on their official website, and in that place you can create emulator and connect directly to that emulator, so you don't need to put any more properties or something else here, right? I will explain you in future about what is browser stack and how we can connect with browser stack. Similar to browser stack, we have a lot of other cloud providers like Sauce Lab, Headspin, browser stack, Bitbar, Cobiton, like this. So these all are providing the cloud service to test mobile applications. Okay, so for now we are going to test mobile application with the help of Appium server and Android Studio locally on our system. That's why we will put remote host to this one 127.0.0.1. Remote port is 4723. Okay. Remote path is /w/hub. Please always remember these three fields are necessary and important. Okay. So a lot of Appium version does not have this field by default. So you have to go there and put it manually. Okay. Once you put these fields, just go to this portion. Okay. So from here, you have to put the desired capabilities. What are desired capabilities? Desired capabilities are the properties about a phone and its app which we are going to test. Okay. So before waiting, we are going to just write the first property, that is called device name. Device name. So this device name is, you can see it is like a camel case, right? The first would be small, and the second word will be cap. First letter of second word will be capital. Okay. So this is, it will be right like this. It is case sensitive. So be make sure that you put correct way. Okay. And here the property value. So you can see there are different properties values like boolean, number, JSON object, file path, like that. But here we will use text. And here the value we have to put. So how we will get the value of the device? So the device is this one, correct? The device name is something that's different, the different thing. Okay. So for that, to get the device name, we will open the command prompt. In the command prompt, we will write adb devices. Okay. Once you write adb devices, it will show list of available device. So emulator 5554. So this is the name of this emulator, right? Just put it over here. Click on plus icon, add a new property that is called platform name. It will also be text since it is the name. So platform name is Android, since we are testing Android device. Third property we will add app package. App package means the package name of the application which we are going to test. And the fourth property is app activity. So the app activity is also the name of activity on the package, right? So it is also connected to that application which we are going to test. All right. So both the properties are text. Okay. So now we have to decide which app we have to test right now. Just go to your emulator and just see, we have calculator, right? So what we will do, we will test calculator. So just go ahead and open it. Once we open the calculator, we will go to command prompt and write a command. So in command prompt, just write adb shell dump sys window pipe find m current focus. Adb shell dump sys window find m current focus. So once you run this command, it will show this kind of text. So in this text, this portion is the package name of calculator, and this portion is activity name of calculator app. Basically, this command shows all the running app on your emulator. So once you see it, you have to get the package name from here. Just copy it and paste it over here. Next, just copy the activity, which is this part, paste it over here. Okay, these four property we have to put. one more property we have put, that is called no reset. Okay, no reset is the property which is used if you are if you are taking the option of cache, whether you have to take cache or not. So if no reset is true, it means your application will load with the previous state. If no reset is false, it means your application will reset once you reopen it. Okay, okay, so for now I am making it true. So just please take care, like this these names are case sensitive. Okay, just put correct case. Once you done this, just click on start session. So at this point, your Appium inspector is connecting to Appium server, and then Appium server is connecting to your device. So you can see the Appium inspector screen has changed, and on the left side, the calculator app is opened. Same time, once you open your uh, emulator, the calculator app will also be reopened over here. Okay. So let me talk about little bit about this entire page. So suppose that I have to do sum of 2 and 3. So in order to make sum of 2 and 3, I will just click on 2. So once I will click on 2, it will not do anything. It's just select 2. Select 2. Okay. If on the right side, if you can see, there is a button that is called tap. If we click on tap, then it will tap 2 here. It means now 2 has been pressed. Similarly, if we click on plus, it will not happen anything. Let me open the emulator together. Okay, emulator is opened. So once you click on plus, it will not do anything. But if you tap on that plus, it will see plus over here. So you can see plus is also here. If I click on 3 and tap it, now 3 is pressed. And if I click on equal and tap it, now the result will show over here. Okay, so the Appium inspector work like this. You have to click on a button and tap it, then it will work. So you can see whatever the action is performing on Appium inspector, the same action is showing over here. Okay. Also here you can see send keys. Suppose that you want to put some input, you want to give some input like 10. So you can give some input over here. Okay, it's not sending it because it is application specific. So if you want to put some input to the form, you can put with the help of send keys. Okay, and here it is clear, it is copy, it is get timing. Okay, so I will also show you in upcoming class. Now let's talk about little bit about this particular interface. So left side you can see we have application itself. On the middle portion, the corresponding code you will see. Okay, the corresponding code you will see, this is the user interface code of that application. Okay, and on the extreme right side you can see the properties of each element. Okay, so if I click over here, you can see the properties like this: id, xpath, attribute, element id, index. So lot of these properties are used to select that element with the help of Selenium attributes. Okay, so we have id, we have xpath. Okay, so if we will use find element by id, so if we will use find element by id, suppose that I click over here. Okay, so this is the result. So here this is id of result is this. If we will write find element by id and pass this id in that, so it will get this entire element, and we can utilize this element for testing purpose in our code. That is we'll do in a few moment. Okay, so this is the main portion, like left side is app, the middle portion is the code of app, and the right portion is the attribute of that portion of that app. Okay, that selector or that, you know, app have some uh, controls like that. So these are attributes. Okay, so on the top side we can see we have few buttons. So first one is native app mode. It means once it will be clicked, you can test native app. Okay, what are native app? Native app, the app are the app which are created for a particular device. Okay, second one is web hybrid app. So web app are like your any app which run on your uh, browser, mobile browser, like Amazon, Gmail. These are web app. What is hybrid app? Hybrid app are the app which open the web page inside a native app. Okay, that is hybrid app. So if we are testing those kind of app, we have to click this one. Okay, this is just a select element by which we can select. This is swipe by coordinate. Okay, so suppose that we have to swipe something. Okay, we have to do some swipe, or we have to do some swipe testing, then we can use like this. Second thing, tab by coordinate. Okay, so tab is like if we want to tap our screen, like scroll up, scroll down, we can use this also. Here it will go back and refresh. This portion is very important. Start recording. So whatever the manual testing we will do over here, suppose that we click on start recording, and whatever the manual testing we will do over here, it will record that and it will generate the code of that test. Okay, let me show you right now. Let me clear everything. So I will refresh source and screenshot everything and clear from here. Just clear and tap. So it is clear. Okay. Now I will show you how you can record it. Just click on start recording. Once you click on start recording, this window will appear. This window will show the code, whatever we are doing. Okay. Suppose that we have to add 2 plus 3. Okay. So what we will do, we will just click. You can see recording is in progress. So we will click on 2, tap, plus, tap, 3, tap, equal to, tap, this. Same time, once we are pressing these keys, you can see the code is generating over here. Okay. And on the right side, you can see there are different kind of framework that support the recording, like Java, Python, Ruby. So if we choose Python, the code will generate in Python. If we choose Ruby, the code will generate in Ruby. So here we are going to use Java and JUnit. That's why the code, we selected it, and the code is generated in that same syntax and using that same library. So these code, you can see mobile element, driver.find element by ID, and this. So this kind of code we will put over our IntelliJ and we'll start automation testing. Okay. All right. So this is all about manual, how we can test our app manual, native app or manual. Okay. The next step is to do automation testing. Okay. In order to do the automation testing, just open your IntelliJ. Okay. Open the IntelliJ or any editor, Eclipse or IntelliJ, anything. And since I have IntelliJ, so I'm just suggesting it. So once you open the IntelliJ, go to File, New, Project. You have to choose Maven here, and then next, just give the name of project. So I'm giving the test is like my first test. Finish it. So you can see this project is created with this kind of structure. Okay. The first step we have to do, we have to open the pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, we have to put some dependencies. The first dependency we have to put is io.appium. Okay, so let's create a dependencies section. Under dependencies section, you have to create a dependency section. Once you create a dependency section, it will be like this. So in group id, you have to put io.appium. Once you put io.appium, artifact id you have to put java client, java hyphen client, and version is 7.6.0, 7.6.0. Okay, so this is one dependency. The second dependency we have to add, that is called org.testing. Version is release, and just put one more thing, that is called scope. Scope is compile. Okay, once you add this, just right click on your project and go to Maven here, and here you can just generate sources and update folders. So why we are using this? We are using this because these dependencies must install to our libraries section. Okay, the next step is go to Maven, right click on project, go to Maven and go to reload project. Okay, that's it. Once you do this, just go to src and test. Under test we have Java folder. Okay, just go ahead and create a new class, name it first Java, sorry, first testing. Okay, first testing. I just create a first testing class. All right, so the next step is to set up our test. Okay, so what we will do, we will just write a text annotation that is called before test. Okay, before test, and below before test just create your first method that is called public void setup. You can create method with any name. Okay, setup. So here in this method we will write the code which will configure the test, like setting the capabilities, right? The second annotation we will write, that is called test, and just put the public void test like this. Okay, so here we will do our code which will verify that our result is correct or not. And the third section is after test. So the after test will close the object which has opened. Okay, so it will close the driver like that. Okay, it will quit the driver. Okay, so just name it public void close driver like that. Okay, so you can see we created three different methods. So first of all we have to declare some variable and properties which are used by all these methods commonly. The first property we will use the Appium server URL. Okay, that is string property. String. You guys may wondering what is Appium server URL. So let me show over here. Just the URL which is showing on Appium inspector. Once you open Appium inspector first time, so you will see 127.0.0.1. that URL is basically the Appium server URL. So what we will do, we will create a variable Appium URL equal to, and here we will type https colon slash 127.0.0.1 colon 4723. You can see 4723 is the port slash wd slash hub. Okay, so let me show you where it comes from. I just closing it and opening the driver, sorry, Appium inspector again. So this URL, you can see remote host and port and remote path. This all I combine it. So I put the remote host, then the port, and then path. Okay, this is the Appium server URL. The next thing we have to put, that is called web driver. Web driver class. So we have to just create a reference variable for web driver class, and then we have to create a web driver weight also. Web driver weight, name it weight. That's it. So these three variables, which is used in these methods, I declare it first. Now just create the desired capability over here. Okay, desired capabilities, just capability equal to new desired capability. So what we done over here, we created an instance of desired capabilities. Okay, how we will use this instance, I'm going to show you. So we will write capabilities dot set capabilities. Okay, so you can see on your Appium inspector, this is my previous saved capability. I just click over here, so you can see these are my properties. Okay, so these capabilities we have to add. So the first capability is platform name. In the double quote, just pass platform name, and its value you have to pass, which is called Android. The second capability we have to put device name. The device name, we know that we will copy from here. We will copy from here, or we will generate here with the help of command. So just go to the IntelliJ and put it over here. The third properties we have to set is app package. App package. So app package we can get from this portion. We want to test calculator, that's why the app package is this one. Paste it over here. The fourth one is app activity. Just put the app activity, copy from here, put it over here. The last one is we have to put, that is called no reset. Okay, so no reset, since it is a boolean property, that's why we are not using double quote here. We will just write true like this. Okay, that's it. So here we set the capabilities in the setup method. Now you will create an instance of URL equal to new URL, and here we will pass the Appium URL like this. So you can see once you type URL, it will show the reference to add java.net.url. Okay, just click over here and import class. So once you import class, you will see the java.net.url is showing over here. One more thing, it is showing a red line under it. So it means it is asking to add a exception, throw exception, right? Because this URL can throw the an unhandled exception, so we have to throw it. So we will add exception to the method signature. Just click over here and you can see over here it is showing throw malformed URL exception. Okay, the next step is we have to create instance of driver. So since we already created a reference variable of driver, we will put driver equal to new Android driver, and here we have to pass two things. Number one, URL from here. Number two, all the capabilities which we set. So we will pass the capability object. Okay, the next thing we have to put, that is called weight equal to new web driver weight, and here we have to pass driver comma how much time it should wait. So it is second, so I just put it 25. That's it. Okay, so this code will set the desired capabilities, and then it will create a driver and it will run it. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go ahead and run this and see what it do basically. Okay, so I'm not using Appium inspector over here. I'm just minimizing it. We have this device. I'm just closing calculator, so no any app is opened. Okay, so just run this, right click over here and click on run. Same time just open your emulator, so it will show whatever happening. Okay, so there is one error. I see go I see the error. The error is this typo. There is a typo that is called platform. So I will make it platform. Okay. Now just rerun it again. Okay, so there is one error. Setup. In the setup, there is one error. Unsupported or unrecognized SSL message. This kind of error it is showing. Okay, let's see what is the error. Okay, HTTPS. Remove the HTTPS from the top. Make it HTTP. Just run it again. Okay, so you can see calculator is open automatically. All right. Let me okay, so you can see once we run this code, the calculator open automatically. So this is done by this code. Okay, we are not using Appium inspector to connect the session. We are just running this code. Okay, so this is one part. We open the calculator. The next part is just put the code that perform sum addition, right? How we will put the code over here? For to put the code, we need to go to Appium inspector, and from there we have to connect this app and record and get the code. So let's go to the Appium inspector, and we already have capabilities. We will just start session. Okay, we started the session. Now we will click on record. Okay, once we click on record, we will click on 2. Mm, Nothing happening. I will refresh it. Let's see. Okay, I think we have to reconnect it again. It may cause some issue. There is some issue with this. So we'll see. Close calculator and reconnect the calculator with the help of Appium inspector. Just reopen the Appium inspector. Okay. Go to the saved capability set. Open the calculator capabilities. We already saved. Delete the full reset. We don't need it right now. Okay, now just go ahead and start session. Okay, so your calculator is open over here. Now we have to just record it. And next, click on 2, tap it, plus, tap it, 3, tap it, equal to, tap it, 5. Okay, that's it. Just go ahead and copy entire code. So I will click copy code to clipboard and go to IntelliJ. Here you have to just paste your code. Paste it. Okay. Once you paste your code, you will see it is red because you have to add the import these things. So I just click over here and import class. Click over here. No import showing, no import showing, no import is showing. Okay. So the find element by ID is little bit different over here. So instead of this, we will write driver dot find element, and inside the find element we have to put by id, by dot id, and here we have to put the id. Okay, so the test ng test cases are a little bit different from JUnit. Okay, what is the issue? Just we have to put double quote over here. That's it. Similar thing we have to put for this id, this one, like this. Okay, just put one ending statement. So find element by accessibility id. Okay, find element by accessibility id is not working. So what we have to do, we have to also remove this and put dot find element, and inside there we have to put by accessibility id like this, and here we have to put like this. Okay, mobile by. Okay, let me make it by. No by accessibility id. Okay, mobile by. So just click on it and insert new mobile by. Okay, and here we have to also copy this and put it over here. Find element like this. All right. Okay, just go ahead and test it again. I'm closing the calculator over here. Right click over here and run. See your emulator. Calculator is open. 2 plus 3 equal to 5. You can see code runs perfectly. It done automation. It done 2 plus 3 equal to 5 automatically. Okay. The next step is we have to verify that our result is correct or not. Okay. In order to verify our result is correct or not, what we will do? We will get this result in code and we'll compare with our expected result. Okay, how we will get this result? We will get this result in Appium inspector with the help of selector. Just click on this and you can see the ID is this one. Okay, just copy this ID and go to IntelliJ, and here next to this line just put mobile element like result equal to driver dot find element by ID, and here you have to put your ID which you copied from inspector and just cast it to mobile element. Okay, done. So once this done, you have to just use assert. Okay, assert. What is assert? Assert is used to check whether a particular result is correct or not. So assert dot assert equals, and in the assert equal we have to pass our result. So result is, so in the result we are getting entire elements. So what we have to do, we have to write result dot get text over here. By typing result dot get text, we will get the text of result, which is 5 in this case. Okay, and in the second parameter we will pass our expected result, that is 5. Okay, so the result dot get text will match. If it is matching with 5, it means the test will pass. Okay, just go ahead and run this. Open your emulator at the same time so that you can see what is the whatever the automation is performing. Okay, it open, it done 2 plus 3 equal to 5, done. So you can see test passed in the console. You can see the test is pass. Okay, test is pass. Okay, it means the test is pass, it is correct. Suppose that I make it 7, and then if I run this it again, 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Okay, you can see the message in your console portion, test is failed, because the result which is result dot get text, this is 5 and we are comparing it with 7, so the test is failed. Okay, the next thing is in the close driver we have to put driver dot close. That's it. So it will close the driver at the end and close the entire calculator. I will show you how. Okay, just make it 5 so that the test will pass. Okay, and run it again. Open your emulator side by side. You can see calculator open, 2 plus 3 equal to 5 happen, test is failed. Okay, okay, close driver is failed. Sorry, close driver is failed. Why close driver is failed? Because close is not a method, we have quit. Sorry guys, we have quit method. Okay, driver dot quit. Just go ahead and run this again. 2 plus 3 equal to 5. That's it, quit. Test is passed and the calculator is closed. Means it's quit. Okay, basically. So you can see this is all about automation testing with the help of Appium and Java. Okay. So guys, just let me know if you face an issue. You can put your queries in the comment section. I will be happy to help. All right. So guys, that's it. And we'll meet in next video. Thank you.